Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel and happy Pride Month to you all. In today's video we are going to be celebrating our Pride and I am going to be looking at some most used mods or must-have. Mainly must-have because I technically haven't used these mods before, so we're gonna test them out, see what they're about, and I'm not gonna run through hordes and hordes of custom content that you can download for your Sims because there's a lot out there. There's a lot of different t-shirts, face paints, flags, everything to show your identity and to show your pride, which is incredible. I do want to give a shout out to one very special Tumblr, which I happened to stumble across whilst researching for this video, but I do want to play with some mods that do actually allow you to come out in the game, which I've never really done before because I kind of hold this opinion of, well, it's The Sims, and you can define your sexuality however you want in The Sims. You can play your game a certain way to define your sexuality, and I've never had an issue with that. I quite like the fact that we don't have to play into this heteronormative, a mum, a dad, and two children. You can play this game however you like, and I've never really personally felt the need for a coming out mod because if I ever want to tell a story that way, if I want to see myself represented or one of my friends or one of you guys, then I can do that just through my gameplay and using my imagination. But there are actually some mods out there that are specifically built to actually have a coming out process and talk to those other Sims in your life. So we're going to be testing out a few of those today. So the first Tumblr I want to give a shout out to that I only happened to stumble across today, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't know that this existed. It is under construction right now, as you can see. So it says Sims 4 Pride under construction. If you go to the navigation setting, you can see how much this is under construction right now because it's just listed as tag. But props to the creator because this is a smart move. To have all the Sims 4 Pride content in one place, I am a fan. So you are gonna have to scroll a little bit, and there's some people who are just posting Sims and the Sims that they've created to celebrate Pride. There's some people who are sharing custom content. There's just some really nice messages on here as well. So if you want to check out this Tumblr, it is ts4pride.tumblr.com. Like I said, you'll have to do some scrolling, but I definitely think it's worth it if you want to find some of those rainbow items or items that relate to your identity and you want to create some Sims for Pride. Which reminds me, I am actually doing a sponsored stream with EA and The Sims at the end of the month. So on the 30th of June, which is a Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/EnglishSimmer, and I'm going to be downloading your Sims off the gallery and we're going to be celebrating all night long with Pride in The Sims 4. So you can use the hashtag SimsPride2020 on the gallery. Just type it into your Sims description and then you will be entered into me maybe downloading your Sim and having a Pride celebration with them. I promise I'm going to try and get and show as many Sims as possible in the 3 or 4 hours that I'm going to be streaming. So if you want to take part in that, make sure you upload your Sims to the gallery. Try and not use custom content unless you know that I definitely have it in my game, just because that will obviously save a little bit of time, and also your Sims are gonna look the way that you want them to look without custom content in case I don't have it. But I just wanted to point that out because this is a really cool opportunity for me. I am honored that the Sims team decided to approach me and were like, hey, do you want to help us celebrate Pride? Which is such a freaking compliment being an LGBT Simmer, and The Sims has been such an important part of that. So big thank you to the Sims team, and if you've already uploaded a Sim, I'm very, very excited to see them and play with them in my game. And speaking of custom content that you know I have in my game, we all know that I have this in in my game. I'm gonna zoom in so that we can see this a little bit better, but this I use all the time. It's like the Pride face paint, and this is such like a go-to, and I wanted to throw it in this video because I just think it's so cute. It looks great on your Sims. There's a version for both cheeks or one cheek. So I have, of course, downloaded my Belong There Sims. It's a little throwback to Belong There. And these guys, so if we go to Desiree over here, and then I'm fairly sure it's in face paint from what I can remember. So you have the double, and then there's a bunch of different flags and identities. So right here, obviously, Desiree would be wearing the trans flag proudly on her face, and then there's also a single cheek version as well, which I should have. How did I skip past that? Yeah, there's one for the right cheek. I had to double check what cheek that was. But yeah, there's one for both cheeks. It just looks really, really cute on The Sims, and I think it's adorable, like if you do just want to kind of show off. And you can also create like Pride if you have seasons in the calendar and the holiday system. I've done it before. It's really cute to kind of have a day in summer dedicated to Pride and just like get your Sims out there. And then if you have this face paint, you can kind of dress them up a little bit. And there's a second face paint that I actually more so recently downloaded, and I just thought I would again throw it in here because I think it's really, really cute, and it's kind of this like star variant. So it starts in the inner corner and then comes out. So this is what it looks like in game. It's called Pride Dust, and it's really, really cute because you can see really clearly like which identity it is, and there are so many here. Like I am honestly in awe of how many they included. Like this is incredible. Like look how cute this is, and it looks so good on The Sims. Oh, it's so cute. But moving on to the more gameplay changing mods portion of this video, I think this is actually, I think these were both kind of posted around the same time. So this is the coming out mod by Nate the Loser over on Mod The Sims. In this one, you can unfortunately only come out as bi, come out as trans, or come out as gay. You can tell your coming out story, and all of these are under the option of the coming out mod. So basically what this means is come out as gay, bi, or transgender. These three friendly interactions function the same for now, but not forever. Who knows, maybe this is gonna be updated. I mean, it's 2020 now and this came out in 19, so I don't know if it will be updated, but Sims can come out as any of the three as many times as they like. I mean, that's true to life. I feel like I come out to someone new every single day. These are non-autonomous, so Sims will not come out unless you want them to do so. Depending on the outcome and traits, the Sim coming out will gain plus happy, plus confident, or sad, and or angry buff. Coming out is a very emotional thing. That is true. I feel like I felt all of those emotions whilst I was coming out, especially to my mum, with the exception of the angry buff, which only lasts 4 hours to avoid any potential death. Fair. I mean, mainstream media already kills us off enough, so we don't need to do it to ourselves in The Sims. Tell coming out story. After coming out, a Sim will gain the come out trait, which is visible for convenience, which grants the ability to tell their coming out story a friendly interaction. These are all friendly interactions. We're a very friendly bunch. What can I say? And gain a +3 inspired moodlet for 24 hours. This is autonomous, but I can change that if it's troublesome. So your Sim will just randomly tell their coming out story, which I think is quite cute because like they're proud now. And express acceptance. Sims wishing to express their acceptance to Sims who have come out can use this friendly interaction. If they're considerate and succeed in the interaction, both Sims will get a happy moodlet for 12 hours. However, if they fumble over their words in a way that presents as insensitive, they will receive a sad moodlet for 2 hours, and the Sim they made uncomfortable will gain an embarrassed moodlet for 12 hours. Again, all very real emotions when it comes to the coming out process and telling people who you're attracted to. So I moved the gays into Sulani because honestly, it's what they deserve at this point, but we all know that Dom's pasty ass is gonna get burnt ASAP. So I'm gonna have Desiree actually show off this mod. So it's under the coming out section. I assume that it was under the friendly section from the creator's write-up, but it seems to have its own section, which is quite nice. I always like it when mods kind of have a separate interaction because it's just easier to keep like a hold of where they all are. So we can come out as transgender and gain a trait. So obviously Desiree is a trans woman, so that's what we are gonna do. And we'll see. I mean, is it gonna be in her personality? The trait? Okay, came out. This sim has come out to at least one person in their life. And it's really cute because now she's happy from coming out. Came out to someone and it feels so good. I was scared that Dom and Eliza were going to be uncomfortable because of Desiree's coming out then. So that one, I mean, the Sims don't really like react at all. But let's check out what Eliza can do in retaliation to Desiree's coming out. So let's go more choices, friendly, and then we should have the option, oh, express acceptance. Yes, this is what we love to see. She's like, I love you all the same, boo. You're my girl. I got you. That is so freaking cute. Unconditional love from expressing acceptance. Eliza feels happy from expressing unconditional love. The power of love from being accepted. Desiree's heart has warmed from such kind, accepting words. Oh, we love legends supporting legends. Can we tell our coming out story? Or can we do that with another sim? I'm not too sure how the coming... Oh, there we go. Tell coming out story. So this will give us another buff for, I think, another 12 hours. This will give us an inspired buff. So let's... Oh, we read a book. Okay. Is that how we came to know that we are trans? Okay. Dom! We didn't need to see it. Put it away. Change your outfit. Oh my goodness. I mean, some of you might like it, so I'm just gonna go this way. There we go. How far I've come from remembering coming out. It's amazing how far I've come since coming out. It inspires me to move forward. I mean, it was like 2 hours ago, but I feel you. I know how it feels. So that's the first mod. Very emotion based, and then obviously you do get this little trait down here as well, which is nice to see. It's just like a cute little head nod. Dom's about to get me demonetized. So the second gameplay mod that I have to show you all is a pretty big one. Like, this adds a lot. This is by Pimp My Sims 4, who is actually one of my favorite modders for The Sims 4, and this is their LGBT mod, and this one has been updated. I had this back in my game when it like first came out, but excuse the pun there. Wasn't meant to be a pun, but it's grown a lot since then. So basically you can add traits to your Sims, and these obviously relate to which identity your Sim identifies as in the LGBTQ plus spectrum. So there's aromantic, asexual, bisexual, gay. There is a homophobic trait which I personally don't include. That is actually removable. When you download the mod, you can choose to have that or not. So it is completely optional. I don't really have it because, like, I don't want to see this type of stuff in my game, and I know a lot of you are the same. Like, we play The Sims because it's an accepting place. I mean, if you are telling a certain story, or if you obviously want to reflect your own coming out, which may have been a hard and tough tough process for you, and I am so sorry if you had to face either of these things, then this is optional for you. But personally, I just don't really vibe with that. Then they also have lesbian, non-binary, pansexual, and transgender. And then drag king or queen, which I actually haven't played with in this mod at all. This is a reward trait that your sim will receive if you get at least bronze after hosting a drag show event, or from the settings in the LGBT menu. Sims with this trait have specific interactions that are not found in the LGBT menu as follows. And then there are also interactions, so you can ask about sexuality or identity, you can get excited about pride, encouraged to come out as ... discuss current LGBT issues, ask to donate to LGBT charity, and recall encounter with homophobic sim. And as mentioned above, if the other sim is homophobic, they can encourage to be open-minded. That's sweet. I mean, that's pretty cute that your sim can be like, hey, maybe you should just be a little bit less hateful in the world. Then there are also social events around the community included in this mod. So you can have an LGBT meetup. Then we have coming out parties. You can earn money as a reward. Excuse me, where was my money for coming out? What? I mean, I did a coming out video on YouTube, so I can't complain. LGBT charity gala and LGBT protest, drag show, and there are some lot traits. So there's hotspots, gay hotspots, lesbian hotspots, and holiday traditions included with Pride spirit. So if you have seasons and the calendar, you can now set up an official Pride. This mod has actually changed since the last time I played with it. So you used to have to take off a trait in Creator Sim to then give them the trait of their sexuality, whereas now you just go into LGBT mod and you go into settings and you can set the traits as you see fit. So we are gonna set Eliza to identify as lesbian. So then in her traits down here, you can see lesbian. This sim is sexually attracted to sims of the same gender. So this actually affects like who your sims are attracted to, which I know has been like one of the main complaints for people when we are trying to tell LGBTQ plus storylines, because your sim can just be attracted to anyone. And if you have this like headcanon in your head that this sim is gay, like surely they shouldn't be attracted to everybody, because that's not how it works. So what we can do is set Dom to pansexual, and then Desiree, we can do settings. We can also ponder about sexuality. Curious. From pondering about sexuality, I've been questioning my sexuality lately. Maybe I should talk to a close friend or family member about it. And then we can go to LGBT mod, we can ask about sexuality and identity. So let's ask Eliza. And there's like pride flags and rainbow flags galore. Supportive. This sim is lesbian. So cute. I absolutely love to see that. My sims are absolutely thriving right now. There's so much stuff that we can do. We can come out as transgender, we can ask about their sexuality and identity, we can get excited about pride. Let's come out as transgender to Dom. Considering in the last mod we came out to Eliza as trans, let's do it to Dom this time. We're all about equality here. Wow, she's way more emotive this time around. She's like, oh my god, like I went through this whole thing. Confident, feeling proud. I'm so glad I came out to this sim. Knowing that they accept me for who I am is the best feeling. I'm so glad this sim trusted me enough to come out to me. I'm so proud of them and will always stand by them if they need an ally. My heart is about to burst. What the actual heck? And then let's go to social events. Let's see what we can do over here. LGBT charity gala. Host a gala to help raise money for an LGBT charity that delivers advice, support, and information services to the community. Then we have the LGBT meetup, a way to meet other sims in the LGBT community. I love how she's like We irritating. Drag show. Put on a show by singing, dancing, or acting out scenes whilst dressed in drag. Join other Sims and protest for LGBT rights. And then there is also the coming out party. Come out to your friends and family and celebrate being you. We're gonna test the LGBT protests. So the protesters, we're gonna go for Eliza, Desiree, and Dom. And let's do this at the random bar, you know? That's where we're going to take our protest. I would just want to see it in action. I want to see what our Sims get up to in an LGBT protest. So we can ask to join protest. Ask to join protest. No, where are you guys running to? Oh, there we go. And then they start protesting. And then can we do the same? Oh, this is so cute. Desiree's got her little megaphone out and she's got her sign out. And then people are watching. This is... Oh, he's a protester. Oh my goodness, so we can get other Sims involved. This is great. Go on, demand your rights. That's what I like to see. That LGBT mod by Pimp My Sims has honestly blown my mind. Like, that's not coming out of my game. That is staying in. That is a staple and definitely a must-have mod if you create LGBT Sims frequently, or if you just want to have like more diversity and more representation in your game in kind of a more realistic way. I honestly thought that I was going to keep my opinion of, you know what, it doesn't really matter in The Sims, like they can be attracted to whoever they want to be attracted to, and that's what I kind of like about The Sims, that there's this freedom to tell the stories that you want to create using your own imagination, and the game just kind of like lets you decide it. But also, I now see like the validity of being able to assign your own sexuality to Sims and have them like act in a way that is a bit more realistic. Like when a guy comes up to flirt with Eliza, she's probably not gonna like interact or flirt back with him because he's a dude and she's not into that. Like, dude, she's hella gay. I hope this video was helpful and kind of let you guys see some mods and some custom content that you will be interested in. And I just really wanted to bring awareness to these mods and custom content because I think we all need a little bit of rainbows and love and positivity and acceptance in our lives right now. Super duper important. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, definitely get your Sims uploaded to the hashtag SimsPride2020 over on the gallery, and definitely tune in on the 30th of June when I will be streaming Pride in The Sims 4, and like I said, that is sponsored by The Sims. I do obviously have to tell you guys that and want to be open with you guys about that, but really just an honor that The Sims team chose to work with me on that. So I'm really proud, and I'm proud of you guys, and I hope you all know that, and I love you all. If you'd like to see any more Pride themed videos, I usually do like a Pride Q&A, so if you would like to see a Pride Q&A where I create some different Pride Sims, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye guys!